Hey guys, and welcome to a special episode. I felt I had to do this because it's Resident Evil. Resident Evil. First things first, the guy never says it, which is kind of annoying. Hopefully they'll add that in the proper game. So this is post-commentary because I wanted to play through, because it's only a 30-minute demo and I didn't want to get distracted with talking through everything. So the writing on the screen, you'll either have to pause it or hopefully just read at a good pace. Yeah, so I just thought I'd check it out. I saw it went up, I was quite excited. I may not get to play the full game when it comes out because monetary reasons, unless I get loads of support on Patreon and my Ko-fi account. Hint hint. Joking, I know it's January. But, you know, maybe I can get it, but at the moment it doesn't look like it. So here we go. So we've had a look at this with some trailers and a few bits of gameplay footage last year.
Hello? Is anybody here?
But it's cool getting hands-on and getting to wander around. Just exploring this place. It's so funny because I played this game on the N64. I remember going to Curry's or Comet, which, if anybody's watching this from outside the UK, is electrical store chains that we had, and it was like £50, I think, which is kind of average for a lot of games nowadays. But back then, that was quite a lot of money. But I just remember playing the thing to death, and you know, I played it loads, and I got all the secret extra bits at the end for completing it in certain time frames and things like that, and it was a really good game. So when they announced that they were doing a remake with the updated graphics engine and stuff, I thought, oh, this looks cool. And they've obviously confirmed there's new content and they've changed some stuff around, so that's another good thing for people like me that have played the original version, going into this knowing that it's not going to be exactly the same, so you can't anticipate everything that's going to happen. But yeah, so it looks nice. It runs very smoothly. You've got your notes there. This is welcome letter to the Raccoon City Police Department. So yeah, so you should be able to read that. It's our map. I hope this isn't too awkward, by the way. This is the first time I've done like post commentary. I normally do live commentary on the videos that I put on the channel, so doing this after the fact is kind of weird for me, but you know, I've got to broaden my horizons and try new things, so hopefully it doesn't sound too cringy or crappy. But yeah, so just having a play around, seeing what things were, and then we have this.
There has to be someone here. Not good.
David! Marvin! You there? I found a way out! It's in here! Send reinforcements! East hallway!
I gotta find that guy.
So there we go. So that's our objective. Let's find that guy. So now it's check the map, see if we can work out where he is in relation to us, and how we can get to him. It's funny as well because I do remember certain parts of this, but then playing through this again, I was a bit like, I was really kind of on edge to a degree, because I thought, well, I've heard all this stuff about them making changes and stuff like that, so as much as I knew I was up against it time-wise, and it's the first time, I don't know how many of you have had experience of playing like time demos before, but for me this was a first, so I felt really pressurized to sort of run around, but at the same time my instinct is I want to check everything. I want to see, what's this, what does this do? Probably not the best thing to do when you're on a time demo. I probably should have just ignored everything and just went, you know, just when there were collectibles or whatever, just pick them up, and even the notes, maybe I should have just picked them up and went through them quickly, which you'll see I didn't really. So I don't feel that I utilised my time as well as I could have done. I mean, obviously there are tons of videos up probably already of people playing this, and no doubt there are people that have maybe they've gamed the system, because the thing is I only have one other profile on my PS4, which is my daughter's, and because it's a child's account, I couldn't go into it and play this through again and record more footage, which was annoying, because if I could have done that, then it would have meant I could have got further maybe and tacked it onto this video. But yeah, you know, please don't be too harsh in the comments if you're watching this and you're not one of my friends. And you sort of, you know, are critical about the fact that, well, you didn't get very far, or you didn't do very much, or whatever. I'm aware of this. I know there are videos out there, and, you know, that's the thing. You can go and watch those other videos and see people that manage to either game the system or they just literally speed run through it. But this is, you know, this is my channel, this is my playthrough of it, and like I say, I'm still new. I mean, I've been doing this now for a month, so this is all new to me. All of this is a learning curve. You know, if it comes an opportunity again for another game where there's a timed gameplay demo, then my way of playing it will be different, but this was a first, and it sucks. I mean, it's cool that Capcom gave us this opportunity to have a bit of hands-on with this prior to launch. I mean, I know there's other streamers, YouTubers, you know, there's other content creators out there that have probably had the chance to go to various shows and things and get better hands-on or get early preview copies or whatever. I'm not in those circles yet. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'd like to be at some point in the future. So, you know, if anybody from Capcom or any other games companies get wind of any of my videos, then yep, I'd be well up for playtesting some of your stuff. But, you know, in the meantime, I have to make do with what's available to me. And as soon as I saw this demo was available, I thought this was cool. I had to have a go, and I thought I wanted to record it and put it up on the channel for you guys. Just so you can experience it too, because there might be people that don't have access to this, you know, to be able to play this demo at all. So, and they may be thinking about getting the game and they want a bit of an early look. Or, you know, they might not be in a position to be able to buy it for some time, because, you know, we're not all fortunate enough to just have the money to just go out and buy the newest games as soon as they come out. So this is also for them as well, you know, so that they can get a look at the game and hopefully they'll get to play it themselves. But yeah, so as you can see, obviously I've just been wandering around, and this is what I mean about a bit of a time sink. It's like, oh, just explore this door, check that door. I remembered, once I got to this bit, I remembered from the original that you have to crawl under this shutter. And it was like this point, I was like, oh, first jump scare moment's gonna come. This was what I was thinking. Music's changed, blood everywhere. I've got my flashlight out. All of the ingredients for any sort of classic survival horror game. Yep, need a fuse. Can't turn the lights on at the moment. I do like all of the detail and stuff, because again, I remember in the original, all of this was very basic textures, and some of it, you know, you could sort of see really low-res photographs and stuff, but obviously they've upped the ante. I haven't actually compared it back to the original, but I imagine that things like these corridors and things have got more, they've got more objects in them, just to make them look more cluttered, and there's more blood splatters and more weird stuff just to make it creepier, because they can now, because they've got the technology to make it better. And it's going to be interesting to see if this is going to be a trend, you know, if they're going to release more updated versions of the old games. But then where does it go from there? I mean, do we get to a point where sort of 10-15 years time, whatever systems are available at that time, they're then going, right, let's go back and remake Resident Evil again, but this time it'll be in 8K, you know, it'll be fully VR or whatever else the technology might be there, you know. I don't know. But for now, it is cool. It's cool to revisit this A lot of fond memories of playing this game. So yeah, I'm just getting a bit freaked out at this point, thinking, oh, there's something's going to happen. Something is going to happen. I go into a room, and I spot a body. And I'm like, yep, there's a guy. There's blood. Now, my first instinct, I was half expecting to collect the item and then for him to come to life. But then that's not what happened. It's interesting, there was a typewriter there, but it's not a save one. Maybe it will be in the full game. That's the one thing I didn't find. I didn't find a save typewriter in this demo. It may just be because there wasn't any point to it. They didn't need to put them in for this. But again, yeah, it's just like wander around. Now I've turned the lights on, maybe there's something there that wasn't there, or that I couldn't see before. Go back round and explore everything again. And I was like, nope, that's it. Back on my merry way. There's just so much about this. It's so cool. I mean, like the water, you know, the sound effects are great. You know, there's so much ambient noise and the creaking, the noise from the lights, obviously the background music and sort of sound effects to increase the creep factor. The fact that there are no door loading animations now. Doors just open and they swing backwards and forwards. That's a cool touch. Modern gaming. FTW. I thought for a minute I could break that. Obviously realised no.
Jesus.
Don't think he's here, mate. So instinctively even, it was pull my gun out because there's loads of bodies and I could hear banging noises.
Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
So, you know, I can hear all that noise, but I'm like, no, I've just got to check the room out first.
I'll get you out!
Please!
Give me your hand.
Help me!
I got you. Give me your other hand. Jesus Christ.
So I was thinking, those bits that I saw before with the different symbols on, this has got to be something to do with that, because there's a lion, there was a goat, there was a guy with a harp. And now we go. And this, I love this. Look at that. another shot, just for good measure. It's the thing as well, but I don't know what other people find, but I find playing these games initially, when I'm first starting out, my gunfire is awful. I end up shooting all over the place. You know, getting to grips with the movement of the enemies and the targeting reticules and stuff. I end up missing more than I actually hit. That does improve, but for the purposes of this video, it probably looks a bit shocking.
Jesus! They're everywhere!
That was quite good though. That one not so much. Quite a few shots knocked off there that just went straight past that guy's head. Maybe I'm a stormtrooper really, because you know we all know that their aim isn't the best in the world. Okay, another cutscene coming up.
God damn it! Watch out!
Nice. Satisfying crunch and squelch and blood.
You're safe. For now.
Thanks.
Marvin Branner.
Leon Kennedy. There was another off strike. I couldn't...
Here.
It's weird seeing Leon look so young again after seeing him in like 6 and
I'm sure you did what you could, Leon.
him looking more grizzled. He looks a bit DiCaprio-esque now.
Does anyone know what started this?
Not a clue. But honestly, all you need to know is that this place will eat you alive if you aren't careful.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to start last week, and I got a call to stay away. I wish I'd come here sooner.
You're here now, Leon. That's all that matters.
Okay, Lieutenant? I'm ready.
Hopefully you'll be able to find a way out of this station. That officer you met earlier, Elliot. He thought this secret passageway might do the trick.
This is good news. We can get you to a hospital.
No, I am not the priority here.
Lieutenant, I'm not just gonna leave you here.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first. I'd come with you, but I'd just slow you down. Now, you'll need this.
I can't take it.
Stop. And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate. You take it out. Or you run. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very DiCaprio looking. So again, I might be misremembering, but I have a feeling, I'm sure that guy there, Marvin, we don't meet him there in the original. In the original, I'm sure he's in one of the rooms I went past. There's like a room, you can't get in one door, you have to go all the way around the outside. You get him from another doorway. And then you find him and he's like slumped up against a desk in the corner and you have to help him. And then somehow he makes his, even though he's like half dead, he manages to make his way back here. And he's not sitting here. I thought he was sat the brown sort of desk just to the left of me there. That he's sort of slumped on the floor in front of it. And that's where he is for the majority of the time that he's sort of there for us to interact with. So again, you know, those of you that have played the original, maybe correct me if I'm wrong and say, no, actually you're wrong. It's, you know, that is the way that you met him. But I don't think it was. I'm sure that we basically saved him, not the other way round. So then, yeah, my again, gut instinct, oh, I have the knife. It told me how to use it. I must have to try and cut this. Nope. Instead, it's just a interactable... Interact and he does it automatically.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
No, I bet it wasn't. Our green herb! First healing item of the game. Oh, the other thing, like, because although this is a remake with updated graphics and controls and things, was that when that zombie police officer attacked me, I was thinking, wait, why can't I push him off? Why can't I, knock him back and hit him in the head with something or whatever? And I was like, no, that's in the newer games, and also like in like the Evil Within and stuff like that. It's like that functionality wasn't available in these early Resident Evil games, and they've obviously kept that. Although now I have the hunting knife, so it could be a different matter altogether. Why? Why would you do that?
What the fuck?
Ugh.
Huh? What?
That made me jump that bit. Again, they brought back the special keys for special doors and emblems and all of that kind of thing. I know again that they sort of resurrected that a little bit. What's that thing there? Look. Oh. It's just the police tape. But yeah, I knew that they sort of resurrected some of the classic Resident Evil things in 7. It's just funny seeing them back again. Again, just remembering how it was back in the day. I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to keep going. Oh no, smash through the window. I just keep walking around. Interesting. Weapons locker keycard. So now I'm naively sort of thinking, it's alright, those doors are closed. Even then, just want to get the map. And then I realised the person's in the room. And I thought, yeah, I'll go with the knife. That was a bit stupid of me to do. See, I don't remember them being this like tough to take down in the original version of this game either. And they're a lot more animated and a lot more lively with their attacks and the variety of the ways they can attack you. And this just was just so dumb of me. Yeah, I died. Gutted. Eviscerated. Chewed to pieces. So it gave me the option to put on almost like a slightly easier mode with like auto aim assist and slight health regeneration. And I thought, well, because I'm doing it for the purposes of recording a video, then I'll put that on. And then I just cut out, because it backtracked me right to here again, and I had to watch the whole cutscene and everything. And I still got chomped. I did better killing that guy the first time round. It's like that, it's just like, he leapt out of the way, so my bullet went over his head. Although that guy didn't get as much of a chance.
Jesus! They're everywhere! What the?
Yeah, I thought that guy was just still coming, but it was stumbling forward. So I was like, just keep shooting, just keep shooting. So then we have the cutscene there, which I cut again.
Does anyone know what started this?
Not a clue.
And then I realised I was able to skip it by pressing the pause menu. Which I hadn't realised up until that point. I kept mashing all the buttons and going, why can't I skip it? So then I thought, right, okay, I don't know how much time I've got left. So I'll just see what I can do in that time. This is the thing as well, is that I like to think that if I was playing this under normal circumstances, I may have fared a little bit better than I did, because I felt I was under pressure. I didn't know how much time. I should have set a timer or something, but I didn't think about doing that. So I was playing a bit sloppy and a bit stupid. So the fact that I died, it sucked, but it's cool, I suppose, from a footage perspective. You know, you guys got to see all that animation and how gross it was, and yeah, very visceral. So that's cool that they've sort of made it so gory and gross. Learned my lesson.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
I was like really impatient at this point, so I was just like, yep, I don't know how much time I've got left. I want to just keep moving now. And then I was thinking about healing, and then I thought, I'm not sure whether I should heal. And then when I saw I was on caution, I thought, no, I'll be alright. Skip. Dodge the guy this time. And I was like, oh, I haven't checked out that window. Not that it doesn't come up with... I'm sure, again, the original, it used to say things like, an open window, or this glass appears to have been broken from the outside, or, you know, those kind of things. Nothing like that. Still did the same thing, ran past the guy, went straight into the room. And then picked up something I didn't get last time. So it's just a little bit more sort of information about how things went down in the police station. The escalation of the outbreak. And how they were dealing or not dealing with it, as the case may be. I was kind of just sort of skimming through this as quickly as I could, because I thought I want to keep it up on enough so that you guys could sort of read it quickly yourselves, but not so long that it was up on the screen for ages. And then here he comes again. Not going to make the same mistake this time. But again, I suppose that shows the slightly easier setting was the fact he went down with 2 bullets. And then I tried to open the door, and my time ran out. And I was really annoyed, and I was like, no, I want to play more. So there you go. And now we get a special trailer. So I'm going to just be quiet and let you watch this trailer. It's a special one that you get just off the back of this demo, but again, it's probably all over the internet by now, but it was something you unlock by finishing off the demo, and it should be coming up now.
I want to find out what's happening here.
She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus.
Seems to be evolving much faster than expected. You gotta be kidding me.
God only knows what's down here.
What the hell?
It'll be all over soon.
I'll get you, you fucker!
Ada!
Sherry, I'm coming!
I'm not handing over anything!
Who's that? You don't know what you're up
The whole
against.
place is coming down.
That's a pretty damn good idea.
And then this is great.
This is Hunk from Alpha Team.
Man, I thought you were all wiped out.
So Hunk is back. And also... Tofu! Yep, those two modes are back in from the original version. And they're what I was talking about earlier. I unlocked them and played through those modes on the N64 version. So there we go. Thank you for joining me.